The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin. Chapter 1. Sunset Towers. The sun sets in the west. Just about everyone knows that. But Sunset Towers faced east. Strange. Sunset Towers faced east and had no towers. This glittery, glassy apartment house stood alone on the Lake Michigan shore, 5 stories high. 5 empty stories high. Then one day, it happened to be the 4th of July, a most uncommon-looking delivery boy rode around the town slipping letters under the doors of chosen tenants-to-be. The letters were signed Barney Northrop. The delivery boy was 62 years old, and there was no such person as Barney Northrop. Dear lucky one, here it is, the apartment you've always dreamed of at a rent you can afford in the newest, most luxurious building on Lake Michigan. Sunset Towers. Picture windows in every room, uniformed doorman, maid service, central air conditioning, high-speed elevator, exclusive neighborhood near excellent schools, etc., etc. You have to see it to believe it, but these unbelievably elegant apartments will be shown by appointment only. So hurry, there are only a few left. Call me now at 276-7474 for this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Your servant, Barney Northrop. P.S. I'm also renting ideal space for doctor's office and lobby, coffee shop with entrance from parking lot, high-class restaurant on entire top floor. 6 letters were delivered. Just 6. 6 appointments were made, one by one, family by family, talk. Barney Northrop led the tours around and about Sunset Towers. Take a look at all that glass, one-way glass, Barney Northrop said. You can see out, but nobody can see in. Looking up, the Wexlers, the first appointment of the day, were blinded by the blast of the morning sun that flashed off the face of the building. See the chandeliers? Crystal, Barney Northrop said, slicking his black mustache and strengthening his hand-painted tie in the lobby's mirrored wall. How about this carpeting? 3 inches thick. Gorgeous, Mrs. Wexler replied, clutching her hand's arm as her high heels wobbled in the deep plush pile. She, too, managed an approving glance in the mirror before the elevator opened. You're really in luck, Barney Northrop said. There's only one apartment left, but you'll love it. It is meant for you. He flung open the door to 3D. Now, is that breathtaking or is that breathtaking? Mrs. Wexler gasped. Breathtaking, all right. 2 walls of the living room were floor-to-ceiling glass. Following Barney Northrop's lead, she oohed and ahed her joyous way through the entire apartment. Her trailing husband was less enthusiastic. What is this, a bedroom or a closet? Jake Wexler asked, peering into the last room. It's a bedroom, of course, his wife replied. It looks like a closet. Oh, Jake, this apartment is perfect for us. Just perfect, Grace Wexler argued. In a whining coo, the 3rd bedroom was a trifle small, but it would just be fine for Turtle. And think of what it means of having your own office in the lobby, Jake. No more driving from work, no more mowing the lawn or shoveling the snow. Let me remind you, Barney Northrop said, the rent here is cheaper than what your old house costs in upkeep. How would he know that? Jake wondered. Grace stood before the front window where beyond the road, beyond the trees, Lake Michigan lay calm and glistening. A lake view. Just wait until those so-called friends of her with their classy house see this place. The furniture would have to be reupholstered. No, she'd buy new furniture, beige velvet, and she'd have stationery made, blue with decal edge, her name in factory address in swirling type across the top. Grace Windsor Wexler, Sunset Towers on Lakeshore. Not every tenant-to-be was quite overjoyed as Grace Windsor Wexler. Arriving in the late afternoon, Sadell Pulaski looked up and only saw the dim, warped reflections of treetops and drifting clouds in the glass face of Sunset Towers. You're really in luck, Barney Northrop said, for the 6th and the last time. There's only one apartment left, but you'll love it. It was meant for you. He flung open the door to a 1-bedroom apartment in the rear. Now, is that breathtaking or is that breathtaking? Not especially, Seidel Pulaski replied as she blinked into the rays of summer sun setting behind the parking lot. She had waited all these years for a place of her own, and here it was, an elegant building where rich people lived. But she wanted a lake view. The front apartments are taken, Barney Northrop said. Besides, the rent is too steep for a secretary's salary. Believe me, you'll get the same luxuries here at the third of a price. At least, the view from the side window is pleasant. Are you sure nobody can see in? Seidel Pulaski asked. Absolutely, Barney Northrop said, following her suspicious stare to the mansion on the north cliff. That's just the old Westinghouse up there. It has been lived in for 15 years. Well, I'll have to think over. I have 20 people begging for this apartment, Barney Northrop said, lying through his buck teeth. Take it or leave it. I'll take it. Whatever else he was, Barney Northrop was a good salesman. One day, he had rented all of Sunset Towers to the people whose names were already printed on the mailboxes in an alcove off the lobby. Office. Dr. Wexler. Lobby. Theodorakis Coffee Shop. 2C. F. Baumbach. 2D. Theodorakis. 3C. S. Pulaski. 3D. Wexler. 4C. Who. 4D. J. Ford. 5. Shin Hu's Restaurant. Who were these people? These especially selected tenants. They were mothers and fathers and children, a dressmaker, a secretary, an inventor, a doctor, a judge, and oh yes, one was a bookie, one was a burglar, one was a bomber, and one was a mistake. Barney Northrop had rented one of the apartments to the wrong person.